Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We have got a rather special wine that John remembers from his distant past.
Yeah.
This has been recommended by Rob, one of our viewers, and it is going to be very interesting to see what it's like. It is the McGuigan Black Label Red. I really don't get that, Black Label Red.
I don't know if it's a blend of grapes, just doesn't tell you, that's all.
Oh, so it's just the red is the fact
The
it's
red is the red wine, do you?
Okay, in a second. So, as we said, this is McGuigan's, it's Black Label, it's red. Now, I think, John, you've had quite a lot of experience with this wine.
I have indeed, yes. So McGuigan's Black Label was what we as an independent retailer, we pilot lots of different drinks. And I've said before, things like the Kraken rum, which came out way back when. We were one of the first shops to pilot it. So we get it out there, get people liking it. And the McGuigan's Black Label Red, which I must emphasise the red on there, because there's the Black Label, Shiraz, Merlot, Cab Sav. This is just called Red. We were one of the first people in the country to pilot this. And when this first came out, this almost took the wine world by storm, because it was a fantastic step for people who don't like red wine to get on the red wine ladder to actually get in there. Now, I remember doing this on a lot of my private tastings. But what happened is we did it for a fair few years, and the supermarkets got hold of it and then ran with it. Again, no bad thing. I'm really pleased with this because we're constantly trying different things. And this was, for us, I have to say, a game changer. You can't deny that. The McGuigan's Black Label Red changed people's minds on how they drank red wine or how they would enjoy red wine. Because many times we have folk come into the shop and say, don't like red wine, want to get into it. And this was the perfect answer. So we're going to give this a go. And it's literally been about 5 years since I've tasted.
Is it? I'm surprised it's that recent, actually.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've had this wine.
Are you sure it's not more than 5 years?
It might be. I get drunk a lot, John.
Do you? No, I remember you talking about it when we first started doing the wine channel, and that was
it was, yeah.
So yeah.
Did we have it back? Did we taste it back then?
I don't think we did. We talked about it. I don't think we tasted it.
Okay, so let's give it a taste now.
Well, I think that's the idea.
Let's give it a go. First of all, the old colour.
Yeah, let's look at the colour. Got a little bit of tawny in there.
Yeah, it's not like I remember. I remember it being much thinner. Much more transparent and see-through there, but that's not, is it? It's
not bad at all, actually, in terms of...
No, you're right, it's not bad at all. It looks good.
Yeah.
Let's have a go on the old nose.
That's another one, just that's... Blacky curranty?
I'd say black and black cherry.
Yes, black cherry, yeah.
That tunes, those tune sweeties.
Yeah, without the menthol.
Yeah, yes. It's very berry-ish. It's very... See, this, I can't remember 100%, because over the course of years, I've smelled and tasted a lot of wine, so it's very difficult for me to remember that's what that smells like. But this is an eye-opener for me, because I remember when I had it back in the day, I remember thinking to myself, oh, it's a bit thin, but that's not thin. That is a...
No, maybe it was the taste that was thin.
Let's have a taste.
Okay. It's quite sweet, isn't it?
That sweetness is coming from the lack of tannins. Although again, this is bringing back memory. There is a dry edge there, but it's not massive at all. In fact, like you just said there, and I think when I used to do my tastings, I used to say, there's a sweetness there, and that comes through. I would imagine just sugars in there, because I can taste that at the side of my teeth and at the back of my tongue. It's not tannins, it's a sugariness.
Okay.
There's definitely sugariness in there. Which I think can be, for your first glass, it's quite, it's soft, it's easy, cherries in there. I said that black currant juiciness is there. But I would imagine after 2 or 3 glasses of that, the only thing you'd be able to concentrate is that. Because that's there for me even after a couple of tastes. Teeth cloying it, and again, it's not a tannins thing, that.
I think that you're saying, I would slightly edge to say that you're saying that's what you would concentrate on. I'm not sure if it's somebody that's moving from white wine to red wine, given that they don't necessarily like red wine, would actually think of that.
Perhaps not. And I did used to build this as a wine, if you don't like red wines, this is your first step on that run. Yeah. And I probably still will stick with that. But for me, as a seasoned wine taster, I say, well, even wine drinker, there's just something there that doesn't sit well for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, no. In fact, this tastes better than when I was tasting it 5, 6, 7 years ago. I didn't have as much time for it as I do now. But it's not. I'm in no way saying it's a bad wine. Not at all. But it's not suiting my palate.
Well, it is $7.25.
Good price.
Good price, yeah.
Not that.
And the thing I'm thinking about this is that I would really enjoy a nice glass of this. It's not something I would then want to go and have another glass. Not because I don't like it, because actually, no, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
I think that's probably because of the cloyness that you were saying, that would be a bit too much.
It just sits there, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think I could really enjoy a glass of this. So and I think if you had the party of people that were not necessarily into red wine, this would be a good one to splash.
Good all-rounder, a definite good all-rounder. I remember saying this in my tastings. I used to have one particular white and one particular red. My white was the Shannon, my red was this, and he said this is that good all-rounder. If you go into a party or you're buying a present with someone don't like, you won't go wrong with that. It's one of these. It's palatable is the wrong word. In fact, that makes it sound a bit. It's not just palatable. It's a nice wine, but I think there are more complex wines out there.
Absolutely, and for the price, I mean, I have to say that in 2023, which is when we're filming this in October 2023, that what was, I have to say this probably, what was a $5.99 wine is now a $7.50 wine.
Easy, yeah.
So and it's difficult sometimes when you think, well, actually, £7.25 is quite expensive, but actually, prices have sort of escalated quite swiftly in the last couple of years following COVID, so it's not a bad price compared to its competitors. It is very much down, obviously, as all wine is, stating the obvious, it's very much down to your taste. If you like a sweeter wine, if you want to try, getting into red wines because you're not drinking them yet, then I think this would be a good avenue to go. If you like dry wines or full-bodied wines, then probably not.
Yeah. Again, it's not by any means a bad wine. I remember saying this when I used to put it on tasting. It's not a bad wine. I just think it's a fairly one-dimensional. Does what it says on the tin, which is
one-dimensional. Do you think that's fair?
I don't know why I looked out to the corner for so long. No, perhaps that's not fair. He has got a little bit more about it, but as I think you said, one glass would be enough.
Yeah.
I'd not go chasing that.
No, I wouldn't. But I think that sometimes I'm saying one glass would be enough because actually I don't like it, so I don't want another one. Whereas this is actually I could enjoy one glass, but that would be enough. Yeah.
I can feel it now on my tongue.
Can you?
The pairings, John.
Pairings. So moving on to pairings. Well, that's a difficult one for me. I don't know about you with cheese, but
it's gonna have to it would have to be a blue cheese because of the sweetness in there. It needs the saltiness, which is going to come with blue cheese. And I would say something that's not massively in your face with blue. So something like Mrs. Bell's Blue from Shepherd's Purse.
Okay, I would say I would go with a beef stew that's got a little bit of you get a little bit of sugar and a little bit of ginger in, so a little bit of sweetness in the stew, and I think that would match very well with this.
I wouldn't blame you.
Okay, so now we come down to the crux of the matter.
Score. Right. I'm going to be fair here. $7.25.
Are you not normally?
I say again.
You're not normally.
No, I'm always fair.
You're going to have to talk to this one because.
Absolutely fine. We'll do it back to back here.
Yeah.
So $7.25. Good all rounder. But just not my style. So I'm going to be fair when saying. There we go.
Okay, I'm going to go for 78.
75.
Okay.
Not too far off. No, I don't think. I'm not going to put it down. I could enjoy it to a certain extent.
Yeah, $7.25. It's a nice glass of wine, and the only reason I brought it, sort of down a bit was because actually I could only just have one. But that's a personal view, and I was trying to fight against that. You may well love it and think the sweetness is fantastic. It's really your thing. So give it a try.
Indeed.
Well, thanks very much, Rob, for recommending it. It was really interesting. Took you back a little bit.
It did. The days gone by.
So when they were a lad. Okay, guys, if you've got any recommendations you'd like us to try, then drop us a line and we'll see if we can get hold one and give a review, and of course give you a shout out. So until next time, guys, if you've got any other comments or questions, please join look at the old community tab on the YouTube, and you can chat together as well as to us. Until next time, guys.
Chin chin.
Chin chin. Look forward to seeing you next glass of wine. Ciao.